Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Up you wake! Good morning.
Wake your ass up.
The official Man Cave Morning Show. Plus that one.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show. Hey.
Shout out to everybody.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
On the Friday edition of the Man Cave Morning Show. We here, baby. We here.
We is here.
We is here. Clap it up for being here. Being alive.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show.
To my right.
Alright.
We have a dude that gets a little rude. Especially when he's in a bad mood. We call him what? Deacon Wood.
It's for the children. Wakanda forever.
And we have this broad over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sheep pancake cookie.
Yo, you know what?
The beautiful.
This Negro in the middle.
The vivacious. The
All
effervescent.
morning you've been saying slick stuff.
The wonderful.
And you've been saying slick stuff all morning too, so.
The gorgeous.
You know what?
If you
got a nasty attitude.
Leave it
The
at the door.
vivacious.
You got a nasty attitude.
Leave it at the door.
All right.
The wonderful.
Peace.
Leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. Or we don't do a show. I can say,
Kiss.
so what? Leave at the door. Nah, so it's like, oh, yo, since last night. Since last night. Doing the same shit.
It's the Man Cave Morning Show. Hey. It's the Man Cave Morning Show. Okay. It's the Man Cave Morning Show. And we're back. We're back. Hey.
All morning. Shout out to everybody.
It's the Man
We've been
Cave
messing
Morning
with
Show.
Woo all morning, making it seem like we had some tension.
Yo, but Woo just said.
Yo, you see Woo's face?
This nigga's not getting up and
No doubt. Good morning, everybody.
Let me see what I can do.
It's the official Man Cave Morning Show, the Friday edition.
We'll start talking.
We had to.
Did I get up?
We wanted to play a joke called Woo.
Did I get up? Nope. I took my glasses off.
Shout out to everybody.
Was about to roll over to the thing and fuck shit
watching
up.
us live on YouTube.
Bang.
Salute to everybody watching us live on Twitter and Periscope.
Bang.
Shout out to everybody watching us live on WBKS1.com.
F y'all. But it's good. Because I
to
did not run.
But you turned mad red.
I did not. I was like,
You PG.
Shout out to everybody watching us live on Ustream. Salute to everybody watching us live on Facebook.
F y'all.
We love you, Woo.
And shout out to everybody listening to us live on the TuneIn app.
No.
Welcome to the show.
Like,
He was looking like, what the hell is going on up in here? I know he's
Let's
just
get some Facebook love. No doubt. Good morning.
too.
Shout out to DT on the check-in. Shout out to Mika Atkins on the check-in. Good morning, Alicia Mitchell on the check-in. Shout out to Jay Gray on the check-in.
Jay Gray.
Demetria on the check-in. Shira Hill. Alicia Mitchell. Ken Reed on the check-in. Joanne Taylor. On the check-in.
Taylor.
Shout out to playing for Bo Jackson. What's up, cuz? On the check-in. Good morning, good people. Janine Williams on the check-in. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, we're gonna start this thing off. We're gonna have some fun today, but now I swear to God. We're gonna talk about some serious things too, man. A lot going on in the world. A lot going on in the world today.
The unshakable Man Cave Morning Show. How about that?
We tried to get Woo today.
We try.
Okay.
I didn't think there was Something going on.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
people love a train wreck.
For real.
This show will never wreck. See this buck nugget talking out my ass.
No doubt, no
show
doubt.
will go on. I don't give a damn.
Now, if you just join us, no matter what platform you're listening to us on, we're going to talk about some things today in the Man Cave Morning Show, and trust me, it's going to be interesting. So no matter what platform you are watching us on and listening to us on, make sure you share it out to the world, because we're going to go in today. Trust and believe we're going in today, all right? So now, one of the things we're going to talk about and discuss, all right, on the Man Cave Morning Show is, does your ex make you jealous? If so, that's a problem. Does your ex make you jealous? And if so, that's a problem. So that's one of the things we're going to talk about. Also, America's double standards. Can y'all name some? Can any of you listening to the show name some or mention some of America's double standards? All right. So with that being said,
646-233-1302.
Yes, again, the phone number is
646-233-1302.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, let's get it on and popping. That was fun.
It was. F y'all.
No doubt. So now, let's go into the first, man. We got so much to go in. Oh, so this dude, Kevin Johnson, he's like a correspondent for Fox News. I'm sorry, Kevin Jackson.
Kevin needs to get his name right.
No doubt.
Kevin Jackson?
Kevin Jackson's like a correspondent on Fox News or whatever, and he came out his face on Twitter and said some things. And the things he ended up saying got this brother fired. Yes. First of all, you're a brother on Fox News. And you're a Trump supporter. So, you know, you thought they was going to have your back, huh?
Double whammy.
Not. So this is what Kevin Jackson said. I'm going to show y'all right now what he said, and we're going to read this. So Fox News contributor fired after calling Brett Kavanaugh accusers lying skanks. Look at this brother. He called them lying skanks. All right. So here's some of the story. Here's some of the story right here, and this is the tweet that Kevin Jackson put out.
I disagree. Feminists are their own worst enemies and enemy of women. Also, they never want a man to never be believed. I'm not scumbag. I'm not succumbing. To hell with the notion that women must be believed no matter what. Lying skanks is what these three women are, and we all know more.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That is.
So they heard that, and they fired the brother. All right. And so I'm going to open it up a little bit more so we can go a little bit more detail on what happened. But yo, it's crazy. And here's a little bit more of Fox's actions.
Is he mad or not?
And here it is.
Fox News contributor Kevin Jackson took to Twitter on Thursday to share his views on the women who are accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault. In his initial tweet, he referenced Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, who took the stand in a hearing in front of Senate Judiciary Committee on Thursday and opened up about how she was sexually.
Oh, okay. That's all I got. Okay. But that's all we need. So
assaulted.
Yeah.
So was assaulted.
With this tweet, and as y'all look at the tweet, right, of what this brother said, and again, he's a Fox correspondent, and he works for Fox. He takes to Twitter, and he says this. Do you agree with the fact that they should have fired him for this statement on Twitter? And not on his Fox Twitter, or I guess it was his TBS Twitter or whatever.
Yes.
They should have fired him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you agree they should have fired him?
Yeah, I think
for saying lying skanks?
Yeah, I think that goes beyond being opinionated. You know, now you're just being disrespectful. It's not like when we said yesterday, we don't know. It's between them, the person, you know, whatever. Like, that's disrespectful.
What was the name of the sister from?
What if it was his mama?
What was the name of the sister from ESPN? Her last name was Hill.
Jamel Hill.
Do you remember when Jamel Hill was on her private Twitter account?
Yeah.
Expressing, you know, things that I agree with. Now, what this brother said, I don't agree with. But wasn't she not summarily dismissed from ESPN? Yes. Now, that's number one. Number two, when you're talking about victims of sexual assault and allegations, the fact that you will refer to them as scumbags is I really don't have any words to describe something like that. I mean, because this is a difficult time. People are being triggered. People that have been the victims of sexual abuse. It's a very controversial time.
Right.
Why would you feel comfortable making a comment like that? I mean, what do you think his motivation was? Was he trying to get brownie points? We know he's a step and fetch. We know he's a kiss ass. A brother being on Fox News, we already know where he's coming from. So what? Was he trying to get brownie points? Was he trying to be outlandish?
So
what was he trying to do?
Let me ask you that. That's funny you made that point. You say, I know he's a step and fetch.
No, I in my opinion, not nobody else's. In mine.
All right. So
in mine. Go ahead.
So how do you feel? Be honest.
Go ahead.
We're going to keep it 100. How do you feel about an African-American Trump supporter? Is that the only thing making him a step and fetch?
I think that an African American that voted Trump supporter is a person that votes against their best interest as a people. Wait, they go against what's best own. Now, just because you don't want to use the terminology that I use, you don't want to be as inflammatory as I am. If you look at the political positions of Trump,
right,
they go counter to everything that you are as a people. So for me, when you say that, that means that person is politically against me. Now, that being said, I have said repeatedly that there are members of my family that are not only Republicans, but that voted for Trump.
Right.
And I sit at the dinner table and talk just like I'm talking now. I think it's completely outlandish. Now, sometimes I get outnumbered, and sometimes they shout me down because it's more of them than it is of me.
Right.
But can I tell you something? The way that women are being treated, the way that minorities are being treated, I don't give a care about your feelings, right? Like, oh, Dawood, you call them a step and fetch or lick or whatever you want to call it. That's nothing compared to the way that people are being treated, like babies being ripped from mother's arms, stuff like that. So if you want to get emotional, don't just get emotional about the words that I say against you, but get emotional about what you represent and have the balls to stand up and say, this is what you feel. So, yeah.
No doubt. All right. Clap that up. Let's read some comments. Shout out to everybody with the comments. Shout out to Jay Gray on the check-in. Demetria, don't be mad about last night, Demetria.
We love you, girl.
We love you. We love you. Don't be mad, but just everybody ain't down with that polyamorous life.
I can't.
Oh, I okay.
No, listen. Last night's topic
good conversation now.
Yeah, last night's topic was, can you be in love with two people? And Demetria's like, yeah, you could, and blah, 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 blah. And my take on it, and I think she said, yeah, my take on it was you can't be in love with two people. You could be in love with one, and you could love another. But somebody always going to trump somebody else.
Well, you know what? Coming late to the conversation, I'm going to have to agree with you that someone is always going to trump another person. You can be... Love is a lot of people. You can be sexually active with a lot of people, but to be in love with more than one, you're opening yourself up to a bunch of confusion.
Yeah, and we gonna leave that right there. See, Demetria, I wasn't the only one that felt that way.
No, I mean, I love Demetria, but I can't pull off what she.
All right,
player.
So let's go back to Uncle Tom. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go back to
because that's what he is.
To Uncle Tom, Kevin Jackson, with this statement, and he said "lying skanks." Now. Here's the thing. Do I think he should have been fired? And I see a lot of people that say, yeah. I think he probably should have been suspended and made an apology. Suspend him and make an apology. Even though I'm not feeling Fox at all. I'm not a Fox supporter at all.
Anything that they do.
All right. So now let's read some comments.
Demetria said, boo.
I know about that.
Then we're going to
I love you, Demetria.
Julius Gray. Ooh, Julius. Wait.
Let's read Demetria before.
Let me go up.
Yeah, and she said good for his Uncle Tom ass for being fired. She also says after that, this comment right here.
I think yours are loading up a little bit faster than mine. She says yes, they should have fired his ugly ass. Sexual assault is nothing to play with. But what do you expect from America's white privilege and the orange moron in office that is still willing to confirm him as a judge for the Supreme Court? So others that like to grab them by the punani, and whatever else can have it easy out.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Clap that up.
Yes, and she also
said F him with a capital F.
Right.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Jay Gray.
The session yesterday with Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh, the 9-hour session meant nothing. The vote of his appointment to the Supreme Court will go through. 11 Republicans versus 10 Democrats. Right. The vote will take place at 1:30 today. Absolutely.
All right, let's see more.
The Republicans don't believe Dr. Ford's testimony about being sexually assaulted by him. They believe it's just the Democrats' hatred of Donald Trump is driving this conspiracy. I have to honestly say very bluntly, we're fucked as a country. There is a moral dilemma in the government and in the country. So we hate Trump so much that the Democrats made up this whole to discredit this judge's appointment to the Supreme Court. Why would this woman, where are we? Why would this woman do all this just for that? I said it once and I'll say it again. The rules are different for us and apparently white women too. Today at 1:30 they vote and things stay the same. The good old boys will win again. I really wish I could be wrong. Just my opinion.
No doubt.
Hashtag blunt force trauma.
No doubt. Shout out to Raymond Rivers on the check-in, Jeffrey Adams on the check-in, Kaz Minor on the check-in. Kaz said I had an uncle like him.
His name was
Tom. No doubt. Shout out to Tammy Walker on the check-in. She's a happy Friday. Last meeting I'm off. No doubt. Demetrius said yes. We had a step and fetch house nigga asshole. Yeah, I agree. And she said boo because she knows that you can't be in love with two people.
Be in lust with a bunch of them.
Tammy Walker jumping into the facts. Yeah. No doubt. But I see your point, Norm.
Yeah. So while you're rushing to defend, right, a person that's accused of being molested by a person, but completely destroying and discrediting several people, several women that have said, this is what happened. Matter of fact, they tried to come at her and say, how do you remember? She's like literally a brain doctor and described the process of memories being imprinted. So this frat boy, rich, white, I'm going to get drunk and do whatever I want to do to whomever I want, has always applied to African Americans and has always applied to women. But now what we're publicly saying is this is the type of behavior that we support, because if I recall in the 90s, the Republicans appointed another Supreme Court justice with similar shenanigans. And what it was said was, we not only don't believe you, right, but we're going to slap you in your face and appoint this guy. And they're trying to do it now. And if that's where you stand, and if that's who you are, have the courage to say, that's what you stand for. You stand for rape and molestation and all that other stuff. That's what you are.
Here's my whole thing. If you know anything about the Anita Hill story, you know they try to defame her and discredit her.
And she was strong in her spot.
Yeah, she was strong. She stayed strong in her spot, whatever. You know, she even had herself questioning herself. That's how hard they was
coming at her.
Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Like, up on her.
Like,
That's
then she had to shake it off and think about it. Wait a
minute.
You know, I see what y'all trying to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that pressure.
Yeah. And so now we're in the era of the Me Too movement. And this movement, and women are coming forth, right? And they're taking a stand and everything like that. And then listen, the rest of the world is watching, and the rest of the country is watching how women are being treated, how, because they're coming forward, some of them being disrespected, and the whole nine. So if they let them get away with this, right, at these hearings, what kind of precedence is that going to set?
Right.
I would pray that just like in the civil rights movement, when King showed the violence, showed the hypocrisy, showed the dogs, my prayer is that the world will see the bestial nature, the hatred for women, the hypocrisy, the monstrous moral decadence of the country, and some things will change. Because listen, you know, the Voters' Rights Act, black people not being able to vote, that was the law. So hopefully, even though this guy may get nominated, which I hope he won't, you'll see something overturned, just like it was overturned for us. I think this is a civil rights issue. It's a women's issue, and you're going to be judged on what side of history you fall on. Like, I'm so tired of victims being shamed and disregarded. Why would somebody want to come out, get discredited, death threats, ripped all over the place, psychologically scarred?
She's risking a lot.
Why? Because I hate Trump. She could have very well just stayed quiet
Right.
and let it rock.
Right.
And finally, this idea that if you're the victim of sexual trauma, when you're supposed to say it and how you're supposed to say it, to hell with you.
Right.
I'm not interested in what you would do.
Right.
Everybody deals with trauma differently. Everyone, their time period is different. It's disgusting what's going on.
No doubt. Shout out to D-Mac on the check. And D-Mac said, in reference to Kevin Jackson, the analyst or whatever he is for Fox News, said he was fired because he actually thought he was one of them.
Right.
But they had to
Who
show
said
him
that?
he wasn't.
Daryl D-Mac.
Daryl D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
God, clap that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
For
You
sure,
always
for
gonna
sure.
find out you're not one of them until you're no longer
Oh, yeah,
useful.
absolutely.
That's what I always say to my Uncle Toms. They always end up the same way.
Yes.
But they don't learn.
Yes.
Kaz.
Shout out to Mel Davis. I'm sorry,
Sorry,
kids.
no, go ahead.
Good morning, Donna Stringer. Good. Shout out to Greg Booth. What's up, cuz? Come see me. Shout out to Karen Kente on the chat.
And he
Good
better
morning,
not
Karen.
try to come back to the black community talking about he was a victim of
real.
racism. He better not. No, you're
'Cause
not
you know that's
welcome.
next, right?
Stay where you are.
You know that's next.
Oh my God, the white man is on my back and I can't believe. He better not go to no church crying talking about Jesus forgive. We don't forgive you. You're not welcome back.
Crazy.
No doubt.
You're not.
Kaz Minus says no, 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 and no. Once you're on the camera, you're public property, which means you're under public scrutiny. You're a public figure, which puts you under the influence of the younger generation. Kevin is not working at Mickey D's where his tweets don't matter to his boss.
Right. True indeed. No doubt. Clap that up. Shout out to Mal Davis. Mal, what's good, man? No doubt. Democrats and Republicans are like the Crips and the Bloods. No
Yeah.
doubt.
Wow.
And they both play dirty. True
Yeah.
indeed, yo. Clap
Yeah,
that
for
up.
real,
Salute.
for real.
Salute. And shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. If you just joined us, you're on the official Friday edition of the Man Cave Morning / afternoon show, depending on where you at in the
Dig
world.
it, dig it.
You know what I'm saying? So it is morning in other spots.
That's right. We are a global phenomenon. It's
Now-
morning in Guam. Get over yourself.
Now, more Bill Cosby news and things that's going on, man. I was
God,
kind
General.
of hurt when I heard this. Now listen,
General.
because I caught some heat. You know, when people want to attack you when you sort of sound like you're defending Bill Cosby or whatever like that, but at the same time, again, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna reiterate this, it's not the fact so much of what he did. It's with me, it's more or less the fact of what others are getting away with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have done the same thing or worse. Right? And it's like at a point you get tired of that. Like, okay, now you got Bill or whatever, but what about all these other situations? So that's what I'm more upset about.
Of course.
Right.
If Bill did what he did, then he deserves
Then
what he
justice
got.
was served. That's
He's
it.
right where he should be. And that's where I stay. That's where I stand with it. But now, his first day
Go ahead.
in prison.
This is
all
a
right,
rough one, bro.
I'm gonna show y'all.
This is a rough one.
And
Crazy.
this is crazy. So, Bill Cosby hit by a hot dog bun
Dog.
on his first day in prison.
Not even the hot
All
dog,
right.
the bun.
And there's more to the story. Okay, so now let's read this.
Bill Cosby allegedly said he was hit in the face with a stale hot dog bun and fell downstairs on his first day in prison, according to reports. Radar Online says Montgomery County Courthouse source overheard a phone call made via speakerphone by Cosby to his wife shortly after he was sentenced to up to 10 years for sexual assault. He said he had a stale hot dog bun thrown at him and fell down a few steps because he wasn't being guided, the source reportedly told Radar Online. At 81 years old and legally blind, Cosby is in the minority in the Pennsylvania profession.
Wow.
The gossip website also claimed that Cosby told his wife to grab the checkbook and hire anyone and everyone who could facilitate his release from prison. Andrew White, a publicist of the disgraced comedian, paints a different picture, however. He told TMZ Cosby was being treated very well. He said, first off, people were amazed to meet him and see him, and they're just treating him very nicely, White said in an interview. He said they're very respectful to him.
Now, as far as that, damn, first of all, how you know he was a stale hot dog, man?
Because it's hard.
Oh, God.
But
I guess. I don't know,
But
man.
my-
This is ridiculous.
yeah,
bro.
my whole thing is like, man, I mean, see, that's my whole thing. It's like, he not built for that. This man ain't built for prison, and especially at 81 years old, right? and he's dealing with all the sins of his past, because most of the stuff he's been hit with is not recent stuff. So all the sins of his past is catching up with him. So now he's sitting behind bars or whatever. They're going to treat him, again, when they're trying to make an example of you, you're not going to get special treatment. You're not, even at 81. And then you know how rapists are treated in prisons. All right, you know how pedophiles are treated in prison, and you know how rapists are treated in prison. So I just wanted to, do you feel as though, do y'all feel as though Bill Cosby should be in protective custody while he has to serve this term out?
I think that the way a white collar criminal that has stolen billions and trillions of dollars goes to protective custody, I think that the way celebrities go to protective custody, etc., I think that should be afforded to him. Now, there's another issue that I want to kind of discuss. See, when black folks do something wrong, we're the first person to say, listen, if you done wrong, you have to take accountability for what we have always, look, they try to paint us out as hyper criminal, that we do more crimes than other people. When something we're a very conservative people, black folks, and when we do something wrong, we're the first people to say, listen, if that's what you did, boom. The guilt and the pain that I have is, of course, if that man did it, he deserves what he gets. But to see an old man get treated like that, fine. That I don't like that. But also, what I want to see is my white brothers and sisters demand that white people in power that have abused women, that have raped women, that have assaulted women, that have given them AIDS, given them Mickeys, and stuff like that, you're slapping us in our face when you demand that we're held accountable, right? But when people in high positions and high power not only get to keep their job, right, but to discredit the people that are like this guy Kavanaugh. Like now, were the victims discredited that came against Cosby the same way that these women are being discredited now? See, that's the issue that we don't really ever want to talk about as a people. We are hypersensitive about, listen, justice and equality, because we don't want anyone to show favoritism, right? But this blatant racism, this blatant abuse of women, where we see all these men of power, Harvey Weinstein, you can go down the list, you know what I mean? It escapes me right now, but how do you think that makes us feel when they're constantly telling us that there's justice, but when you do it, not only does nothing happens to you, you crucify the victims. You say stupid shit like boys will be boys. This is what men do. Grab them by the pussy. They let you do whatever you want. I word after her like a dog in heat. She's a scumbag. What did that Uncle Tom say?
Yeah,
that she's a this and she's a that.
But see here,
but when it comes to us, we're summarily crucified for crimes.
But see, you hit it.
Come on, that's not right.
With the recorded statement by Trump, it was a recorded statement.
He said it himself.
So this wasn't Twitter.
No,
this wasn't Twitter. This was a recorded
accusation
statement.
He said, she said, believe her, believe me. He said it. He's still president. Am I right?
No doubt. Exactly. Caller from the 678. State your name where you're calling from. You're on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. What's good?
Man Cave Morning Show.
What's good, people? Julius Gray, man.
Jay Gray, what's going on, fam?
I'm chilling. Something I want to add real quick. During that 9-hour session yesterday, the chairman referenced Bill Cosby twice. Did he? Yes, he basically wanted to say that it's not like he's Bill Cosby. They said it twice. Twice by the same guy.
Wow.
Another reason why they were so eager to bring down Bill Cosby like they did is because of the title that nobody else is really talking about that he had. America's Dad. You really think they want you saying that a black man is America's dad? No, they don't. And let me throw out another name for you real quick. Stephen Collins.
Okay.
That's the father from Seventh Heaven.
Oh, yeah. Tell a story. Tell a story. Yeah. Tell a story.
The guy that was admittedly messing with kids.
Right.
Molesting kids.
Where is he now?
He's not in jail.
He's not in jail.
He's free.
That's where he's not.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. That came out as fast as it came out was fast as they stopped talking about it.
Exactly.
That was it.
Right.
Well, we know why. It's
Now
just
Bill
obvious.
is going to be dragged through the mud until he dies, and probably even after.
It's see, and that the sad part about it, as history goes on, he's not going to be known as Bill Cosby, the great comedian, the great activist, the great this, that, whatever like that. He's going to be known as Bill Cosby, the serial rapist.
Yep.
And that's it. So everything is tarnished. It's a wrap. It's over. You know, his wife, they can try to appeal all he wants to. He's already been tarnished. He's already been damaged. It's been a stress on his system or whatever. And again, I don't want to even, again, going into defending somebody that did something wrong. But it's sad. This whole thing plays out sad just all across the board.
Yeah.
It's sad for the victims, right? It's sad.
Yes.
It's sad for Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad too, and we're talking about double standards in America. It's sad that a lot of double standards that we think that's going on is now validated by what we're actually witnessing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's really sad to me, because it's like, wow, there really is double standards. You mentioned the Seventh Heaven Father, and you mentioned, you know, some other people that's done similar things, and it's crazy right now, because it's like, wow, really? So, you know, y'all get a pass, and we get ran under the dirt,
right?
For the same
But
thing.
one more thing, real quick, before I let y'all go. The one positive I will take out of yesterday's 9-hour session is the stance that Cory Booker took in Dr. Ford's favor. He commended that woman with the highest of praise for even coming out,
right,
and taking all the scrutiny, the family threats, her having to move out of her house, but we doing all of this just so you won't put this guy in. Like, Democrats just set this up to ruin this woman's life.
Right. Absolutely.
Really? Come on, man.
Yeah.
But Cory Booker, I was extremely proud of that man yesterday. I'm telling you, big things are coming for him. I wish that brother nothing but luck, but I wish other people felt the way that he felt yesterday.
How many?
Because
let me ask you this,
I'm sorry.
Jay Gray. Do you think Cory Booker is, and this is for all y'all and the listeners, do you think Cory Booker is presidential material? Do you think Cory Booker can run this country and be an effective president in a positive light?
Yes, but not now.
Okay.
I don't think he's, like, he can do it, but not right now. I still think that he's, like, still new to the game, and like, he has to learn to play the game. You see what I'm saying? We all know it's a game in Washington. A lot of stuff that we don't see.
Right.
But I still think he's still a fresh face, and he needs to get, you know, a little deeper into, you know, what's going on, how things are run, and all this other stuff before he decides to step up and put himself in that light.
Right. Well, look, bro, we thank you for calling in, as always, and sharing your views and opinion, man. Much respect.
Peace, y'all. Thank you. Later.
Thanks, Jay.
So,
and we're gonna read some comments.
Yes.
Oh, can I? Yeah. So, as a you know, I was in Newark when he was mayor of Newark. I watched his rise from councilman to mayor. I saw it firsthand. Does he have the ability to do it? Most definitely. He's more qualified than the president of the United States to run his country right now.
Right.
However, to be president of the United States, you have to be duplicitous. You got to know how to play games. You got to know how to wheel and deal. I think that he needs a little more seasoning, a la a Barack, right? Because a la, you know, even though Barack was passionate, he could be a little more measured. Because we know that whenever a black man expresses an emotion that could be considered anger, it's viewed as a threat, and he's then undercut. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to say about Jay Gray is, not only do I want to shout out Booker, but I want to shout out Dr. Ford, that lady who, with grace, elegance, and dignity, took everything that they had to give to her, and was gracious and articulate and to me credible. Whereas when I looked at the judge, he was angry and fidgety and not answering questions and this and that and the third. And if we're to believe what Jay Gray said, if it's 11 Republicans and 10 Democrats, his ass is about to be. I hope not, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? I hope not. But You know, this idea that rich white guys in college get drunk and do stuff to women. I'm so sorry. It's no new tale.
Right.
Are you surprised by any of it? Let's be real. Because I know when I got to college, I saw a level of drinking I ain't never seen before. And I know I was warned by my parents.
Right.
As a man, watch drinks, don't party with them. This is what I was told.
Right.
Because of the level of debauchery that I saw was like, it was something I couldn't fathom. And finally, they don't have a sense of responsibility. A lot of these kids, they know that they can do whatever they want because their father's a judge, their father's in GM, corporate, whatever. Whereas me, I knew instantaneously. If I slipped on a banana peel as a black man, I was gone. So it made me be careful about how I deal with ladies, about how I party. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about nobody else. I seen some jokers get drunk, pass out, and do stuff that made me uncomfortable as a man.
Beyond belligerent.
Exactly. So you're telling me that this drunken frat boy who is now not answering questions directly when a woman is saying this is what happened and call the FBI and he's saying no? You don't believe her? Okay.
No doubt.
Exactly.
Let's read some comments. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Let's go back to Juanita. Kenneth, shout out to Kenneth DJ, Kenny Kent Robinson. Number one, I feel she can never find another me, and that's from the topic. Does your ex make you jealous?
Oh, we're gonna go there.
If so, that's a problem.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there, no doubt. Juanita Karen Hartz.
Juanita said, "OMG, this is horrible. I just don't agree with Bill's punishment. Look how they treated Martha Stewart. This really hurts my heart, especially to see the other men get off for the same crimes."
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
D-Mac.
Daryl D-Mac said, "The justice system was founded. I'm being corrupt.
Yes.
Separate and unequal as it applies to us."
Shout out to Kyle Lilly on the check-in and Vanessa Crow. All right, and
back to Juanita, right?
Yeah, Juanita.
Then when Bill comes home, he has to register as a sex offender. They are taking so many of our black icons and destroying their image before they leave this earth.
True indeed.
And Kenneth said, in the Bill Cosby situation, I don't understand why he's put in a maximum security prison, and they're talking about putting him in a general population while you're trying to kill this man.
Why you trying? Yeah.
Yeah. And Dee Graham said, "Goodness, I was just listening to the hearing. Meh. Cory Booker is speaking."
She must be from North.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Because we kind of know.
Oh, and she also said, replying to Juanita, "So true. And guess what we're doing? Sharing crazy memes about Bill instead of paying attention to these other folks."
Yes.
Man.
Yes. Shout out to Nikki Owens on the check-in. What's up? Good morning. Good afternoon, Nikki. Let me tell you how some things that bother me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Black women especially. Right? So I know it's a struggle, right? If you're a black woman and you're listening to this whole Bill Cosby situation and you're listening to these victims, I know you have to be torn, right? Because one, you're a woman. So it's like, yeah, we tired of the mistreatment of women and this and this and that. Anybody that does this to us should get what they deserve. And then on the other hand, about the mistreatment to African Americans for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And about the deceit.
It's funny. Vic just said that. Vic said, think about slavery. They raped our women and got away with it.
Yes, that goes along.
The country was built on it.
Yes, that goes along with African Americans. You know what I'm saying? And just the injustice that's always done to African Americans. So as a black woman,
right,
I think you're probably feeling this situation the most. You're feeling it real hard because it's like, you're torn. You're like, dang, these women, this and this and that. And then you're like, oh, man, look how they doing Bill and this. And, it's like, where do you really take a stance? I spoke to some black women. They're like, lock his ass so he get what he deserve and blah, 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 blah. And then I spoke to some that's like, they doing us dirty again. Because look at all the other Caucasians that have gotten off or haven't even been locked up or haven't even been charged or whatever like that. So I know y'all got to be torn the most.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but I feel as though black women are torn the most between this situation. It's almost like a tug of war.
This is a multifaceted conversation because we know that our leaders and our icons have been systematically crucified before us. A lot. We know this about Michael Jackson, about Michael Jordan, about Bill Cosby, about Mike Tyson. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And we look for justice, and we're in a lot of pain. That being said, 1 in 6 of every woman in the country has been a victim of some type of sexual abuse.
Right.
Number one. Number two, we know that African American women suffer this in silence, inordinately so.
Right.
Characterized as oversexed trollops who want it and it's their fault. Know that a lot of times when sisters go to the criminal justice system and try to get some justice, it's you shouldn't have been there, you should have knew better, you should have done this. Right. Next thing, we know that the feminist movement has not stood behind black women, whereas black women stand behind the feminist movement. What do I mean by that? See, when our sisters' children are killed in the streets, right, by officers, etc., you don't see no white feminists there.
Right.
So I get that. But the reason that I like this show is because we can have a nuanced conversation that's more than a 5-minute soundbite.
Right.
No one is advocating rape. I have been in a relationship with a few women that have been the victim of sexual assault that never talked about it, even though I could see that they're in pain. Refuse to talk to me about it.
Yep.
And also have to be in the pain of knowing what's done to black men. Knowing that the criminal justice system is cruel and unusual when it comes to us. To what I could say to that, Norm, is I am glad that the rest of the world is beginning to experience what we have been experiencing our entire sojourn in this country, which is rape, right? Which is mistreatment, which is injustice. What I'm saying is other people are beginning to see what we already know, which is there is a dark underbelly in this country, and women have been getting torn apart. Most of all, black women. You know what I mean? So yes, we are torn. But if you think we're not going to speak truth to power, not so. That's why we're here.
Yeah. No doubt. And then you get people like, and I think Dee Dee Graham said it earlier about in reference to, you know, we poking fun at this with the memes and this.
Those are the distractions.
You didn't never see me share a Bill Cosby meme or whatever like that because
it's not funny.
I don't see no humor in it whatsoever. And if you're African American, you know what I'm saying, you sharing the memes and you talking this and you think it's funny, it's like certain things to me you just don't touch. You know what I'm saying? Rape, pedophilia, you know, certain things like that, murder.
Yeah.
These are things you stay away from. You know, everything ain't funny, man.
Right.
And social media right now is off the chain.
That's the first thing they
internet
do. They try to find
off
humor
the chain.
And shit that's not funny.
Yeah, it's like certain things I'm just not touching.
Dee Dee Graham also went on to say the truth of the matter is I am a victim. I don't condone this behavior and my story was not believed. I was 9 and didn't get to tell my story until I was in my 30s. It's horrible.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Dee Dee.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
Kaz Minor also said Richard Pryor said it best. There's no justice. There's just us.
It's true indeed.
Without question.
And now, so now, you know, we're talking about Bill Cosby. So then you get somebody like Amber. What was Amber?
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. You get somebody like Amber Rose, right? She comes out and speaks her thing because, you know, she's this feminist now, this woman activist now. You know, she has the thing, what is it called? The
Slut walk
thing now. And actually, a lot of young girls, they're rocking with her movement with this slut walk thing, whatever. So she comes out and she attacks. She goes in on Bill Cosby. All right. And I'm going to read you her statement.
Yeah.
And people are clapping back at her. And there's the internet, the Instagram comedian. What's her name? Just Hilarious. Yeah. Just Hilarious.
Okay.
Came back and clapped back at Amber Rose for attacking Bill Cosby.
Okay.
So here it goes.
Blessings, Tammy. I read your comment, Mama.
Yes, no doubt. So this is Amber Rose. We all know who Amber Rose is, right? And she comes out and she posts this in reference to the Bill Cosby situation. Let's read this right now.
Yeah. Okay. She said, man, F the fact that he's old and F the fact that he was on TV. He's a sexual predator just like Trump and Harvey. I hope they get their day as well. So y'all are gonna sit there and tell me that all of these women are lying, fuck out of here. Sorry, I should have said that. If Bill Cosby raped these women, if Bill Cosby raped and drugged any of you women, men that I've been seeing on the internet standing up for this rapist or your mamas, you would be scared to say something too, because you would assume that no one would believe you. Shit, I would actually be scared to say something because his entire life has been put out in such a positive light. That's why he got away with it for so long. We should be praising these women for sharing us exactly who he is. For showing us exactly who he is. I'm sorry. I hope he doesn't die in jail. I hope he does the full 10 years and then dies the day he gets out. Justice is finally served. Shame the rapists, not the survivors. Bye.
All right. So now what I'm going to do. So you see Amber Rose's statement. Once she came out with the statement,
Just Hilarious clapback.
Yes, the Instagram comedian Just Hilarious had this to say.
Amber Rose, bitch, what type of fucking fucked up individual you? You wish death on a nigga? Like, alright, that's why he getting jail time. So he can, pay for what the fuck he did. You talking about you hope he died when he get out? Bitch, you're a fucking idiot for that. You are. I understand you standing up for women like you always wanna do, but like this so-called moment that you try to have, bitch, you fucked it all up when you wish death on that man after he do 10 years. You sound stupid. Amber Rose, bitch, what type of fucking fucked up individual you? You wish death on a nigga? Like, alright, that's why he getting jail time. So he can, pay for what the fuck he did. You talking about you hope he died when he get out?
So that's you know what I'm saying? This is the conflict. This is the back and forth banter right now. There are people, again,
right.
I don't think no one is applauding what Bill has done.
Right.
But
I'm on the fence. Like, I'm not applauding it, and I'm not like, oh bendito too. I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because none of us can say. We're all sitting here from the outside looking in. And I was never, we never actually saw proof of anything. Like, sometimes people get caught on camera saying certain things, or whatever the case is. It's like, it's hard for me to believe it because I kind of don't want to. But at the same time, these are allegations, and we've seen how some of these stories go. Then you have actual facts about certain people, and they still get away with it. So I'm on the fence. I feel bad for him underneath it all. If he didn't do it. Now, if he did in fact do it, then like we said, justice is served, and he has to pay for his punishment.
Right.
So as opinionated as I am,
sad either way.
As opinionated as I am all the time about everything.
Yes.
Yo, Just Hilarious and Amber Rose, I see both of y'all. That's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna say that again.
Right.
I see both of y'all. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While I understand wishing death upon a person is completely cruddy, I also understand raping a person is completely cruddy. So what I'm going to say is, what I want to see happen is sexual predators being brought to light. We know that Hollywood is a cesspool and a den of iniquity.
Always been.
We know that women have been getting ripped apart for forever in that damnable industry. So let me be clear. If I am going to say something, if you are a rapist, and like F you, I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, there are members of my family that have been molested. There are women in my life that have been very close to me. I just found out recently that someone in my family was molested, and I didn't know about it. And now I'm racked with guilt and shame because I'm like, was there something I missed? Is something I could have saw? So what I'm going to say to that is, I'm not going to be distracted by being the vampire slayer. Not me. Again, I see what you're saying about on both sides, right? But listen, I want to go after these rapists and these monsters, whoever they are, wherever they stand. I want to shine a light on it. I ain't with the social media, like I said. I want to make sure that I'm not taken off of my square. I want to see all people that abuse women brought to justice. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into this and into that, which I understand the emotion, but I also know that I know so many people that have been assaulted, men and women, that don't get believed. Story don't never get told. Wait, their sexuality has been affected. Okay, I'm heterosexual, I'm homosexual. They never got a chance to decide because somebody molested them. Now they're saying that they were born this way. No, you weren't born that way. You were molested.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And some people keep it to themselves all their lives.
You follow me? So if this moment says that this shit is going to start to come to an end, Instagram and tweet about that shit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and again, real talk, you know. So my whole thing is I've never really came out and said it, you know. Bill's behavior through this whole thing, it tells me a lot. So the fact that he's in jail now, I'm not shocked about that. All right, I'm not shocked about that, but I do know it's double standards, and we're talking about double standards. One,
of course,
one standard for them,
without question,
when they do it, and one standard for us.
Right.
All right, so the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, what always bothered me about Bill, and again, as much as I love Bill Cosby the entertainer, what bothers me about the Bill Cosby that's been accused for these allegations is that there wasn't enough clapback from him for somebody that didn't do something. Like I was telling you this before,
very quiet.
For somebody that didn't do something, let me tell you, if some woman came forward and accused me of some BS and I know I didn't do it, and I know I didn't whatever, like, I'll be raising all kind of hell. You'll see it in my face, my gestures. I'll be very boisterous about how I feel about this and being attacked. You know what I'm saying, for something I did not do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The world would hear me and they would feel me.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And there was none of that from Bill. You're not that controlled. You're a powerful brother. He's a powerful man. So you're not that controlled by your lawyers and even your family or even your wife to be like, no, just let this person handle it, whatever like that. No. If you didn't do something, you would come and listen. I didn't do none of this. She is lying. They are doing this. They're setting me up.
Come on, bro.
For the fact that there was none of that, this is why I'm saying, like, something had to happen, and he's probably where he should be. But at the same time, you know, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. Right. Get these other men too. That's doing that too, and make everybody feel it.
If I look at the family dynamic, okay, not just in my family but in your family too, there are sexual predators in our families that get excused, right? Jokers try to pray it away. Jokers try to act like it didn't happen. And people don't stand up for whatever reason. I'm not here to judge. I'm talking about personal experience, man.
Right.
This is what the F I'm talking about. Where an uncle, a cousin, a brother, or whatever, an aunt, a cousin, or whatever. Like this idea that, you know, you don't remember. I remember every creepy thing that's ever happened to me sexually. Like it just happened yesterday. Me personally, I personally believe that Bill Cosby did it like you said. And I think that this is a moment where we can begin to examine how we deal with sexual predators in our own midst. Because don't act like this is something that all of us don't experience. The last thing I want to say is, I learned from the OJ experience. See, when OJ and the juice is loose and everything, I was so caught up in my fervor about racism, about how black men have been treated, that I didn't see that somebody was guilty because I was emotional. And I can come back years later and say that I'm wrong. Right. Check this out, Duke. I'm 47 years old and I got the courage, right, to talk about this issue in a deeper fashion, which is, to wit, this guy he raped these women, and African-American heroes have been torn down, and as a people, we have got to start to discuss sexual molestation. It is prevalent in our families, not just in our families. 1 in 6 women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every 6 women you see in this goddamn country is a victim. Right. Some people are victims that'll never tell you. And lastly, there's some victims that are victims that's supporting Kavanaugh right now.
Absolutely.
How sick is that? Let's get to that.
No doubt.
For real.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man, that's joining us. You know, this Bill thing has got us all feeling some type of way.
Yeah, man. What you gonna do, bro?
No doubt. No doubt. A lot going on.
And Kavanaugh as well.
Yes. One of our topics today is, does your ex make you jealous? If so, that's a problem. And 2, America's double standards. Can y'all name some? Can y'all name a double standard in America? Put it in the chat. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Man Cave Morning Show. If you want to call in, the phone number is 646-233-1302. Again, if Facebook gives you any problems, please go to BKS1 Radio TV. Make sure y'all subscribe now, so y'all get the notifications.
If you love us, support us,
because soon we'll be shifting everything to BKS1 Radio TV and the mother site WBKS1.com and the TuneIn app. All right, and we're going to leave it right there, so that will be the platforms you'll be able to check out. BKS1 Radio, Man Cave Morning Show with no problems and no issues and everything like that. So make sure you subscribe to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Do that. Take the time out and do that. All right, so you can get the content. A lot of things going on. So I hear the cop. That cop, I wish I had the clip, because there's a clip out of the Nashville cop who shot a fleeing black man. And he shot him in the back, so his back was turned, and
as he was running away from him,
he didn't have a weapon, nothing like that. He was running away from him, and he shot him and he killed him. But now recently, he's being charged with murder. So let's clap that up.
For real.
It's not going to be no thing. I thought I was following procedure and none of that. No, he is being charged with murder.
Good.
And I hope he gets everything he deserved.
Exactly.
I seen the video. He didn't have to shoot him in the back.
He could have tased him, chased him down, whatever.
Yes, I'm sorry I don't have the clip for y'all.
The white Nashville police officer who was caught on video shooting a black man in the back as he ran away has been charged with criminal homicide. On Thursday, Officer Andrew Delkey was charged in connection with the July 26 shooting death of Daniel Hambrick, 25, according to an arrest warrant obtained by CNN. Delkey surrendered to authorities but was released shortly after on a $25,000 bond. Meanwhile, the local police union has vowed to fight to the end in this officer's defense.
I wonder why after seeing the video. See, this is what I don't get, right? What's the whole purpose of video? And people talking about, oh man, shoot at cell phones. We seen plenty of cell phone video.
Man, don't mean shit when you're black.
You dead wrong.
You mean damn thing
wrong,
black,
and
bro.
they'll dispute everything that's on that
They
video.
were standing their ground, Negro.
I seen
please.
the video.
I saw it too.
This brother was a distance away.
He was far.
He was running. So all he had to do was either chase him or call for backup, right? If he was really trying to get him. He didn't turn around and pull out a gun. He didn't have a weapon or whatever. He was running, and he shot him in the back. So what are they really going to dispute? The video says it all. This is what I don't get, man. I really don't get.
He was
Double standard.
He was so
Double
far
standard right
away that the officer had to take aim and then shoot him.
No doubt.
He murdered him.
No doubt. Let's read some comments. I can't see the comments any longer.
Okay.
Because so Kiss, I'm gonna lead that up to you. Hopefully you can help us out.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to Juanita. She said, "Yes, no, I'm a woman first. I agree. He should be punished, but we have to remember that the way we as black people are treated in this country is unacceptable. It makes me so damn angry because we see what's going on, yet we still hate and disrespect each other."
Absolutely. Who said that?
No doubt.
Juanita.
Juanita.
Dee Dee Graham says, "For many years, women were not believed. Now they're talking about it more and still aren't believed. Put those men away, just like they did Bill."
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Latanya Smith. Good morning, Latanya.
Hey, Latanya.
Hey, T. Barry. It's open season on black men. Be safe out here, brothers. Tanya, we need some more of that juice. We need some more of that joy juice. T. Berry. Bring it through. All right.
Kaz Minor said, "If you have the right complexion, you always have the right connection."
No doubt. True indeed.
What the heck just happened?
I like that.
Hold on.
Something crazy, right?
Okay, Facebook is bugging all the way out right now.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got hit with something crazy.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Facebook trying to get us. Jesus. All right, I'm just going to go down to Demetra. Also, let me mute this because Demetra said, "We see double standards around us in America." Oh my gosh, sorry, y'all.
Not at all.
We see double standards around us in America all day, every day. From seeing black people fired for what white people will be suspended for, white rapists going free and black rapists being sentenced for the double time that they should be serving for a crime. Black people being shot while white guys are allowed time to blow away police officers. Alicia Mitchell says, "Facts. All of this sick, horrible, tragic, sexual hidden secrets have gone on since the dawn of time. Talk about double standards, and until we address our hidden horrific sexual sickness, this will continue to be."
Shout out to Alicia Mitchell on the check-in.
Alicia Mitchell.
Alicia Mitchell.
Dee Dee Graham said, "Please understand this affects women in their relationships. When you tell your story to your mate, they look at you like it was your fault. You're blamed for allowing it to happen." Shaking my head.
No, true. No, she's right.
Yeah,
she's
it's
right.
true.
And if y'all want to call in, share a story, you can call in.
646-233-1302.
You know what it is, man. Man Cave Morning Show / Afternoon Show.
It's morning somewhere.
Yes, we talk about it. Sandy just walked in the building.
Hey, Mo.
Boss lady.
Julia said he's legally blind, not legally deaf. I would raise hell too.
Yes. Do we even want to go into this 50 thing, man? Like, people still trying to get money from 50? Or what's going on? Is she right in this situation?
Pull a clip up, bro.
Just pull the clip up?
Pull a clip up.
All
Let's
right.
talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to run that before we get deep into this topic. And I just found out a new term today, right? So this morning I came in, right? I was a little edgy, and then we was playing our little joke on
yes, you were. Yes.
To try to make them feel as though there was some tension, whatever. Let me tell you something.
Crumb bums.
Certain people I never got issues with, never problems, whatever like that. So I figured he would catch it, but he didn't.
So he was rolling it out.
So we ready for final
rolled it out.
We are.
We getting ready for
We're
final.
absolutely ready. All day.
Crumb bums.
But on that note, she taught me a new term about men that women y'all go through. Yeah, but she did. I didn't know this term. She said women deal with periods, and she said men deal with myriads. I said, what's a myriad?
Pause, myriad.
She said a man, period.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said y'all have myriads. And then she said, well, they make a pad for y'all too, and this is what she showed me. Man ponds.
Man ponds.
Man ponds. Get your free pack today.
Y'all figure out where to put
strings attached.
There you go.
Lord.
Y'all figure out where to put them.
So I learned the new term, myriad. So fellas, we go through myriads according to Hurricane Kiss.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't make up the term, so don't shoot the messenger.
No doubt. All right, so here's what's going on with 50. I'm just going to run the clip. I'm going to show y'all what it says. Here's it goes.
For legal reasons, but he can't stop anything that I'm doing. No. That's why he always says, oh, she signed a non-disclosure. She can't speak about me. I do interviews all the time. You can't stop me from doing anything. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. I've been speaking to some attorneys, and because it's definitely defamation of character. The things that he says is totally false. So I've been speaking to some attorneys, different ones, and I'm just waiting to pick the right one that's going to really be diligent in fighting him. It's so sad that someone that you have a child with put so much negative energy into trying to destroy you, which I never did. Like, all I did was leave the relationship. I never wished him any ill harm. I never was upset with him. But it's like, you're not going to bully me, and you're definitely not going to bully my child. Like, you're definitely not going to do that. You know, for legal reasons, but he can't stop it.
Yeah, no doubt. It's Friday. We're going to keep it 100.
Yeah, come on.
To the ladies that's watching this show, how many of y'all would put y'all business out there about your baby's father on a reality show or a news show or whatever the case may be to discredit him, to go off on him, whatever, even if you didn't like him, even if y'all beefing? How many of y'all would do that for money? I'm just curious. That's one. And then two, she was saying that 50's mad because she don't want to be with 50 no more. Do you really think he's mad?
No.
Do you really think he's upset because she don't want to be with him no more?
Is that, what's the name of the oldest son, Kiss? You told me.
Marquise, I think.
Is that Marquise's mama?
I believe so. I'm not.
Because
I mean, we've never really seen her. This is the first time I'm hearing anybody speaking up.
If that's Marquise's mama, 50 has taken 7 trillion shots at that lady, man. If that's the oldest, if that's her son, the oldest son's Marquise.
That everybody's always trying to joke at him too much.
He has taken multiple shots at her. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Now, to answer your question, would I do that? No, I would not do that. But if you taking shots at people and people take shots back at you, what's your problem?
Right.
For real, like you done dragged her through the mud for years. So if she want to get on a reality show, oh well, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Now, ethically, on both ends, do I think we should take shots at our ex-spouses? No, I don't. Do I get being upset and bitter and all the other stuff, which you know I was?
Right.
Yeah. But after a time, you calm your ass down.
Right.
You have some respect for the mother of your child, for the father of your child, and you shut the F up. But with 50 throwing shots, I can't say I feel so. 50 shoots at everybody,
right?
So people shooting back,
right? Shout out to LaTanya Smith. I love what she said.
Okay, sister, it's time for you to move on.
But I love what she said right here. She said, "Let's stop being bitter. Learn how to co-parent."
That's both of them.
Clap that up.
Yeah. I'm
that ain't just her.
all these comments correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, she said they're both taking shots. Tracy Abrams said, I'm too private. My family doesn't even know all my business. There's no way I will put all my business out there for the world to see.
Right.
No doubt.
Agreed.
No, I agree with that. Yeah. And just for her,
Hey, Denise.
because now it's going to be Nas's ex
Oh, Jesus.
and her on the
and
same
even
show.
and even he's going through it with Khalees about his whole paternity
Yeah,
thing, and her saying that he was hitting her and he was abusive and the drinking was excessive. It's like I don't understand how things go from an issue of wanting to see my child, wanting to be a part of my child's life, whether we're together or not, to now we got to be bitter and start blasting out information that nobody needs to know. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Because my whole thing is, if I'm getting my ass whooped in a relationship, then I will deal with it accordingly. I'm not going to wait until something else is happening where I feel like, oh, now you're annoying me, so now I'm talking about this, I'm talking about that.
Right.
Like, if it wasn't that serious for you to talk about before, then shut the hell up about it now. Nobody cares.
I think the cat is out of the bag and the ship has sailed. This Instagram culture.
Yeah.
If you could show yourself having sex with somebody, if you could send them your sexual private organs, if you could do all the type of stuff that's what the society has become. Do I like it? No. But I was told that I was old fashioned. I need to get with the times, this and the other. Now it's uncomfortable because some information that you don't want out. That's the society. Like, we're feeding on ourselves. It's hyper negativity. I agree. It's completely wrong. But you got people famous for sucking D and whatever. So people feel like if that's how they could get their shot, if that's how they can make their money, they're going to rip you. They're going to destroy you. Have you seen Twitter?
Right.
Have you ever been dragged? Have you ever seen comments of people and disrespectful and everything?
Right.
Even us personally.
Right.
That's the society that we live in.
Yeah. I agree with LaTanya. She said if he wasn't a rap star actor, this wouldn't be an issue.
No doubt.
But she wouldn't be getting paid if it wasn't that. That's how she gonna get paid.
Right.
True indeed. All right, so now we're going to transition into the topic. And again, we want to know about double standards. So that is one of the topics. So America's double standards. Can y'all name some? Can y'all speak about some of them that you think are double standards in America? You can call in 646-233-1302. Now, topic.
Yes.
Does your ex make you jealous? Let's keep it 100. I don't want y'all lying. I don't want y'all being like, no, because y'all got all this pride. We want to know for real the truth. Does your ex still make you jealous? And if so, that could be a problem. All right, let's talk about it now. The Man Cave Morning Show. And let's keep it 100. So, Hurricane Kiss.
Yeah, let me lean back and listen to this. This is going to be a soliloquy. Go ahead, baby.
Does your ex? We want to take this call.
Saved by the bell.
She got saved by the
I'm ready for Kiss the Black on Friday.
Call it from the 315. State your name where you call it from. You're on the Man Cave Morning Show.
Good morning, afternoon. It's Mike from upstate New York.
Mike,
welcome to the show, Mike.
Mike, the intellectual.
Good. How you doing?
Break it down, baby. Break it down.
What's good, bro?
Intellectual. Don't flip my head up. I gotta deal with that ego every day, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
going on, Mike?
What's good, baby?
What you want to chime in on, bro?
Well, I wanted to chime on that double standard thing, but I just heard you ask that question. Are you ever jealous of your ex or anything like that? My answer is hell no. Hell to the no.
Keep it 100, bro.
No doubt about that whatsoever. And the lady that I got right now outclasses all my exes a million times over. So
clap it up for her.
Ain't no jealousy there. But
hey, Mrs. Mike, get the shout out.
When it comes to double standards, there's definitely two good areas that you can hit that you've already been hitting on a lot, is the sexual abuse that's going on, and how a lot of people of a certain complexion that are in power don't seem to get any kind of fire underneath them. But then there's this extreme fire that gets put on people. I mean, there's the seem to be crucifixion of Bill Clinton for what he did, and if the evidence proves that he did do what he did and that he's got to serve his time, so be it. But that kind of fire doesn't seem to be brought against people like Bill Clinton or Jeffrey Epstein or Harvey Weinstein or characters like that.
Right.
They bring cases like Bill Clinton to the front to keep everybody kind of distracted and say, oh yeah, we're taking care of this stuff, but then Harvey Weinstein seems to be getting a little bit of a not nearly as much press, and he doesn't seem to be. He's still getting praise from the pulpits of the Emmys and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, the FBI has 20 years of evidence of Dennis Hastert raping children, and he only got 13 months in prison, and he was Speaker of the House underneath the Bush administration.
Yeah.
So there's a serious double standard when it comes to this stuff, and not only a double standard in terms of how we actually deal with it, but in terms of our outrage of it.
Yes, selective outrage.
Yeah, that's selective outrage. That's exactly right.
Right.
No doubt.
And especially when it comes to this Brett Kavanaugh case, and I'll try not to blow that one up all too much, but the Brett Kavanaugh case goes into a much bigger, sinister picture when you really boil down the people that are behind it, and especially the secret societies that Brett Kavanaugh is associated with.
Right.
When Brett Kavanaugh went to Yale University, he was part of a secret society called Truth and Courage, which was largely a drinking society. But their secret society was a younger runoff of the older Skull and Bones, which we could get in all about and all the different stuff. And Brett Kavanaugh himself is a Jesuit, and the different Jesuit conditions that are going on in the background.
Homework, Mike.
He himself regularly speaks at Jesuit schools. He is himself an avowed Jesuit.
Right.
But if we consider the bigger picture of how this plays out, there's one side of it that the control that the Jesuits have over the government and our educational system, they're not going to not allow this person to go through, because with all of the allegations that are coming forward against Catholic priests around the nation, it would absolutely benefit the Catholic Church to put a Jesuit on the Supreme Court so that all of those Supreme Court decisions favor the Catholic Church. 300 priests in Pennsylvania, the New York Attorney General has subpoenaed every single Catholic diocese in New York. The list is going on, and all of those things are coming to light, and they're trying to distract from it. But those things will slowly go to the Supreme Court.
Right.
So it serves them several purposes.
If their man is in there, they can squash it.
Yeah,
they can absolutely squash it. And then on top of it, any further accusations that come forward against Brett Kavanaugh, they can twist that into saying, "Oh, those are just those are just accusations from the other side of the aisle," kind of bullshit.
That's what
the red versus blue paradigm of donkeys against elephants.
Right.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That's Hegelian didactic.
But see, that's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to just downplay it. This is what's really happening. It's just an attack from the Democrats, whatever like that. None of these witnesses are credible, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, once they push their boy through, Kavanaugh or whatever like that, now we can start, we got somebody on our side to make the decisions that we need. You know what I'm saying? Or to clear us of some of the evil things that we do.
I want to thank my brother, my fellow conspiracy theorist, because I did not know that Kavanaugh was a Jesuit. And if you look up the Jesuits and the Black Pope as opposed to the White Pope, power structure, pedophilia, and everything that my brother mentioned, I now have a homework assignment, because if that's it is the case, because Mike told me, it's much more sinister, because that's the organization that actually runs the country. Right above the Catholics, the Jesuits. So that's crazy.
Yeah, especially if you look up the Jesuit oath, the oath that all Jesuits take to the Catholic Church. It's disgusting. It talks about ripping up the wombs of the heretics' women and stuff like that. It's nasty.
It is. And they have their tentacles in all forms of our modern society. Right. Very devilish.
It's in essence, it ends up being the cabal that everybody whispers about. That phrase, "all roads lead to Rome," centers around this secret cabal of people who control the economic side and the educational side, because all Jesuits are also Knights of Malta. The Knights of Malta are the banking arm of the Vatican. And there's rarely been a president in the last 100 years who hasn't been a Knight of Malta. The president of Monsanto, Knight of Malta. The list goes on and on of different stuff like that. That it revolves around that central thing. So the agenda that's being pushed forward is very much distraction and to cover their ass down the road.
Mike, one question. I'm geeking out. Are they related to the Knights Templar as well, or is that something different? Do they relate?
Absolutely. The Knights Templar as today are the Jesuits. There is no difference. They're indistinguishable at this point.
Thank you, sir.
And the Knights Templar were resurrected in 2013.
Respect.
No doubt, no doubt. And just for the listeners and the viewers, whatever like that, as you see, I put up Jesuit in the definition, and for those that don't know, and I'm going to read this off, a member of the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic order of priests founded by Saint Ignatius, Loyola, all right, Saint Francis Xavier, and others in 1534 to do missionary work. The order was zealous in opposing the Reformation. Despite periodic persecution, it has retained an important influence in Catholic thought and education. Okay. All right. So those that are watching,
and to add on top of that, we have the first Jesuit Pope in human history sitting on the throne of the Vatican.
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh my God, he's the Black Pope and the White Pope. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The Black Pope is the superior general. The Jesuit order, Napoleon said this, Abraham Lincoln said this, George Washington said this, that the Jesuit order is a military order. The priesthood is nothing more than their PR front for it, but they are a military order and have been since their inception.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, Mike, bro, as always.
It's always school. School's always in session.
Hey, Mike, thanks for my homework. You know that's what I'm doing
Thanks
this
for calling in. I already know.
You know I'm about
and it's
funny.
on
the Jesuits?
It's funny. You know us here on the Man Cave Morning Show. You drop a certain term or whatever, we going to break it down.
Yeah.
We're going to show y'all, what it's about, whatever like that. So, Mike, as always, we appreciate you, bro, calling in on the Man Cave Morning Show. You have a great weekend, my brother, and keep on listening.
You too. And look up the Jesuit Oath and read it off for everybody. You can find it pretty easy off there, but read it for all your viewers because not everybody knows exactly what that says. But it's extreme at the least. But you guys have a wonderful day. You have an amazing weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You too, bro. All right, man. Take care.
Julie said you need to give Wu a conspiracy show and invite Mike from New York.
Yeah, burn the station down.
I told him that is
crazy.
That conspiracy show is going down for real. Yep. It's coming.
Trust me.
All right, Mike. I love that dude.
That's my dude.
No doubt.
He's out conspiracing me.
Yeah.
Dropping science.
Yeah, the conspiracies is real up in this piece. Okay, now real quick, we're gonna get to that because I forgot what led us to that. Let me see if I can find it. I think I got rid of it. Oh no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh, here it go. Yes, I did.
You talking about double standards? What are you talking about?
Here it go.
Or your ex makes you jealous.
Yes. Does your ex
went off into a tangent
make you jealous? If so, that's a problem. And I'm gonna tell y'all what sparked this. And I want y'all to keep it 100, man, because some of y'all not gonna admit that your ex still makes you jealous. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna admit. Does your ex still make you jealous? Don't lie.
No.
That's good.
No. Look, hold it. Get it right. I don't want to think about who my ex is having sex with. That ain't jealousy. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not just. Go ahead.
So
speak on it.
If you think about it, still, if it's getting to you a certain type of way, you a little jealous.
So wait. So because somebody's smashing what I used to smash, that makes me jealous. Okay.
Yeah. If you're saying I don't want to think about it,
you don't think about
it. Okay. So then that's making me jealous. Like I don't want to think about that. I'm sorry.
Denial.
Fine. Listen.
Swim in denial.
You got it. I do not want to think about somebody banging her out. I don't. So okay, I'm jealous then. There you go.
I got
not me.
It's okay.
Okay, Kiss. I mean,
I got 99 chicks, and a jealous thought ain't one, bro.
But I'm not a jealous person. I don't think
chicks.
I'm not. Listen.
Ex chicks. I had to clear that up.
You got 99 exes.
99 exes, and a jealous thought ain't one.
Oh,
all right.
I wasn't aware that made me jealous, but
yes, it does.
Okay, there you go.
Yes,
I learned something about myself.
All right, so let's run this clip. And I want y'all to be honest. All right, does your ex still kind of make you jealous? If so, that could be a problem. But we're gonna run this clip right now, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, maybe not.
Let's go to the video tape.
I never was a jealous person, but I felt like in this relationship I became really jealous. And I think I became jealous because I felt like he wasn't 100% maybe into me towards the end anymore. For whatever reason, I don't know. But I do think that initially we started one way and then it ended up another way. And some other stuff happened, right? I bleached up stuff, like his sneakers and stuff, but I mean, he ain't really give a fuck about that. He buys sneakers all the time, so he gets through those out and bought new ones.
Do you have slip close past?
Now he's blocked on everything. He can only email me. So sometimes he'll be like, hey, yo, I saw you was looking poppin'. I'm like, all right, whatever. But he's blocked on my phone and my social media, but he can email me. I never was a jealous person, but I felt like in this relationship, I became really jealous. And I think I became jealous because I felt like he wasn't 100%.
She said she bleached up his stuff, whatever.
Flag
like that.
on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you what. No. I got to defend myself. I've never taken any action. No physical actions have been taken against me. I have never. I got the bang on the desk. Now, you talking about, sex or whatever, fine. I've never taken any action against anyone. Verbally, physically, calling the police on people. I've been, stabbed in tires and all kind of stuff in fits of jealous rage.
Wait,
that's
you
not
were stabbed
me.
or your tires were stabbed?
Both.
What?
Both. So I'm going to have to call flag on the play and say, no. I'm going to say, no. Listen. That's crazy. Listen. You have been released. For whatever reason we didn't work out, please go with God. I don't give a shit.
Go with something.
You know what I mean? Like, for me to be like, I'm going to bleach this and I'm going to do that to her and I'm going to blow spots up and wait outside of people's house. I'm not going to do that. I got too much self-esteem for that. So I'm going to have to flag on the play. When you put it in that type of way, not me. No. But I've been the victim of it.
Right.
All right.
Put the music back on. Shout out to Demetrius. He said Mike is always dropping knowledge, but he needs to be careful before he ends up suspended with pay.
Gosh.
With pay. Wow. Yeah, true indeed.
Though.
True indeed. No
I
doubt.
think as anyone is insulated, it's him as a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Like, he's fought for his country. He don't give a shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Dee Graham said, true, they had a white college student that raped the black girl
who was drunk.
The judge gave him no jail time because he had his whole life ahead of him.
That was a sister that they threw behind a dumpster after they raped her.
Yes.
And the judge was like, well, he got some other shit to do with his life. Basically threw the sister in the garbage and let him off. Yeah, that's the truth. Yes.
And what about the man in Alaska that drugged and raped women? Same thing, right? Mm-hmm. You know what the judge said? And look, so when he found out, he was drugging and raping women, he got locked up for it real quick. And before he had to go to court, so his job fired him. His job fired him, suspended him. So when he got in court and they was doing the case and everything, the judge said, you know what? He's already been punished enough. He lost his job.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And they let him walk.
Yes.
He's already been punished enough because he lost his job.
Yes. As opposed to the victim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
I
crazy.
remember that case too.
Yes. Check it out. Shout out to D Skinner on the check-in. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about, does your ex make you jealous? If so, that's the problem. I don't care what none of my exes are doing. I don't care. Real talk, since the day I decided to say I do, whatever like that, my ex could be right in front of me getting smashed and just blown out, back blown out, whatever like that. I'll be like, oh, excuse me, can you pass me that soda right there? Whatever. I don't care. The X is an X for a reason. EX. You're an X. You were in my life. You're not in my life no more. I'm moving forward. And again, like somebody said, I think it was T-Berry, she said, if you still concerned about your ex, I mean, you still got feelings for him.
Okay.
Somebody told me that, and this is going to sound harsh. Somebody told me that the other day, yo, you remember that girl you used to deal with? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, she had a bad car accident, whatever like that. She's walking with a cane now, whatever like that. I'm like, oh, I hope she get better. And just kept it moving. It wasn't like, but I'm not even thinking about it.
I hope she gets better.
I'm not going to follow up to be like, yo, how is she doing?
No, I'm not either.
You feel me? And that's what I'm saying, man. Come on.
I mean, as a human being, I'm going to have compassion
Learn
on the
to
person.
let it go. What?
But
sorry, I'm not going to follow up. I'm not going to reach out, make no calls.
Listen,
no special emails.
Listen, as much as
no
I will
DMs.
Hold on, as much as I will follow up on anyone else. Yeah, he's stupid. like as a human being, I get you. But one thing I do know, you were alive before me. You're gonna be alive after me. But just know it goes to both ways too. So you're right. In that degree, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Live your life. You're not. Listen, go with God. I'm good. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to be honest about 6 months after you break up with somebody, you're like, oh, they smashing someone. I'm like, I don't even want to think about that. That's what I was trying to refer to. And so far as me living my life based upon my past, like you said, you're my ex for a reason, and I don't wish no bad on you, but you don't have no control over me. Hell no.
Now, if you're an ex that has a connection, like again, like my son's mother, and something, God forbid, something bad happened to her, whatever like that, you know, because I know that would bother my son. You know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. So there's going to be a general concern based on his concern. You know what I'm saying? So that's something a little different. But people that still keeping tabs on their ex, man, and checking their Instagram posts and everything like that, and seeing who they with and asking questions about them and all of that, yo, you still didn't let it go.
All right, so
you still didn't get some closure that you need.
I got a question for the panel. So broke up, whatever, mother to my children, calling me, asking me, well, telling me stories about what her boyfriend is doing. Now, when I listened as much as I could, and then I was like, I don't give a damn. I literally told her, like, I don't give a damn. Now, what is that though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I really was like, look, you're still my friend. You see what I'm saying? But I don't care. Now, was that out of pain? Was it out of denial? Am I still jealous? I'm telling you, I was like, skirt, do me a favor, Haas, right? Certain privileges you lost when we were no longer together. And I drew that line in the sand, and I knew that I grew up because it did not bother me. I was like, other than the fact that, look, you got some behavior patterns that in our relationship I saw with you. And as a friend, I'm going to tell you, if you don't change those patterns, you're going to keep getting the same results. After that, I don't give a shit. And do me a favor, you better not ask me who I'm dealing with, because it ain't none of your damn business. It's not. And I meant that. So just saying.
So with that being said, you get some exes, right, that still try to hang around your family.
Well, can I say this to you? When they are your family, the mother to my children is my. So how can I not?
Okay,
you feel me?
All right. See,
how can I not have her around in graduations and Christmas and Thanksgiving and what I'm gonna do now?
That's a different scenario. But think about it. Some people you used to deal with got close to your cousins and your family members or some of your friends or whatever like that. So you break up with them, whatever, and they still hitting them up. Oh, let's go out and have a drink. Oh, let's go. Should your friends and your family shut them down? Or should they be able to maintain a relationship with your ex?
So check this out.
Should it be on your friends and family?
So check this out. It's not my job to micromanage other people's friendships.
Okay.
That's just where I am. Now, can the person try to manipulate you to get closer, to do this, to do that, they trying to get back next to you, whatever. Let me tell you something, dude. Everybody free. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I could tell you how I feel about it. Like, yo, I don't feel too good about that. But check this out. It's not, you could be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. This shit ain't going to move. It's not going to affect me. I'm telling you, if you think you're going to get close to my family to try to get next to me, you're not. That's where I am with it. For me to be like, you better not see her. You better not talk to her because such Jello pudding. I don't give a shit. Talk to whoever you want to talk to. Now, if your intention is to try to get back to me, it's going to be revealed. I don't feel like I should have to say, don't talk to her because she's my ex and blah, blah, blah. Talk to whoever you want to talk to.
So I know you want to say something about that. I seen your face.
What?
Yeah,
you asking me the question now?
Yeah, I seen your face.
Let us turn. Let us turn.
What my face
Because we talking about family.
We were supposed to be on Kiss 10 minutes ago.
Exes still hanging on family members.
Dang, why you gotta be remembering stuff?
We were supposed to be on Kiss 10 minutes ago. That's what I'm talking about.
And go.
Hello?
This is my answer.
All right, so with that,
Oh, he said if he dies, he dies.
If he dies.
No, I'm being stupid. Does my ex make me jealous? No. Used to. In the very beginning, like when we first broke up.
Yes.
And you're going through well, how could you be this way with her when I gave you all this and we used to do the same things and you're acting like we didn't do the same thing, we weren't the same. Like that. I went through that phase, but now,
Doesn't everybody?
Huh?
Doesn't everybody go through that?
Yeah. I think everybody goes to that phase initially. Now?
Yeah, initially. Yeah, of course.
Now I think I realized that when you start realizing the good in you, right? And you start realizing how dope you are and you stop second guessing yourself, you stop paying attention to what your exes and what, people that you used to deal with are doing.
Right.
Like now, if I see certain things, like there's a shit with me, right? I remember, and it's so funny because I remember the first time I think I met Wu, with the first conversation that we ever had was in regards to exes and him saying that he thought I was still caught up on my ex.
Yeah, that was our first fight.
We followed each other on Instagram. Yeah,
that was our first fight.
Our first fake fight.
Yeah,
because we followed each other on Instagram. Like, let me. I'm gonna put this straight. A lot of people follow me on Instagram, and I follow a lot of people on Instagram. That doesn't mean that I care about your life.
Right.
And I'm not saying that to be a bitch. I'm not saying it to be like, oh damn, that's fucked up. When I say that, if I do follow you, I follow you for a reason. But if you're an ex or somebody that I used to deal with, whatever the case was, there's a lot of exes that I'm still friends with, right? And when I say friends,
I got you.
I shouldn't say friends. Maybe I should say, we're still cool, we're acquaintances, whatever the case is. There's only one, right? Because you said I made a face. One ex that I had that was my longest relationship. That his family is like my family. Like I love his mother to death. I love his sister to death. That's my family. They accepted me as family, and we will always be whatever. I'm the type of person that and I'm not saying this about him, I'm saying this with any ex, right? If I see you doing too much, right? To me, it's not a jealousy thing. It's kind of annoying because it's like, what are you trying to prove? Because to me, if I know somebody, like we said a long time ago, I said, you can front for the gram what you want, front for Facebook, front for whoever you want to do, whatever. But if you and I have conversations, right? And this is what I don't like. I don't like when exes come and they want to complain about the one that they with now. Or say, oh, the one thing that I used to always get from everybody, oh, she ain't, she's this, she's that, but she ain't never gonna be you. If she was never gonna be me, you wouldn't have left me. And I hate when people use the term, you ain't never gonna find somebody like me. Well, thank freaking Jesus. Because the reason why I left you is because I don't want to find somebody like you. Right. So stop saying that. I hate that just as much as I hate have your cake and eat it too. So my whole thing is, if you're gonna front, do it behind closed doors. Don't do it in front of people that know you, or do it on a platform where people see you and know exactly who you are and how you roll. So it's not a jealousy thing. I just get annoyed with certain things. Like I said, back in the day, I used to be like, damn, like you really putting this shit out there? Like you gonna throw this in my face? You gonna do whatever? You're taking her to places that we used to always go to frequently. And this is our spot. I don't know if you ever had a girl tell you that, but like that's just certain things that personally I don't do. Like if I'm dealing with somebody right now. I don't know. I don't know why it's such a big deal to me, but I would never take a guy that I'm dealing with now to a spot that I used to frequent with somebody else that I cared about like that. I just feel like, I don't know, it's weird to me. I'm
gonna tell you right now. Again, this has to do with maturity in my age now.
Yeah. You got it's a grow up process.
Yeah. Because right now, Sandy's like in her head, it's like, yeah, me and my ex-husband used to go here and eat, whatever like that. That food is good. I'm sitting my ass right
I'm with
there.
you.
I'm going there. I'm going to eat. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, look, man.
Yeah, now I'm like that. Now
I got
I'm
bigger fish to fry.
Yeah. Now I'm like that. Before I used to buy me, but now I'm like, shit, I want my chicken. I'm going to go get my fried chicken.
I will tell you all right now, when it came to stuff that was dealing with exes in my relationships, I was really petty tendergrass.
Oh, yeah.
To that 20th power. I was petty tendergrass. Oh, what? Oh, this is the same street you and your ex used to walk on? We ain't walking on that street. We gonna go around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the same car your ex used to drive in this car, but you have to get rid of that car, and you're gonna have to get a new one, whatever like that.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm so beyond that. I do not care.
Because you already got rid of the mattress anyway.
Yeah,
that was a great show, by the way, Kiss.
But I said it. Now,
the mattress show. We had a great show about the mattress show.
We're not keeping the same mattress that you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's you starting fresh. But I'm saying, like, sometimes we get so petty with the past, and we hold on to things or whatever like that. You know, my thing is, you know, you moved on when things like that don't bother you.
I gotta,
you know what I'm saying?
underline something Kiss said. I have never defriended anyone. I have been defriended and refriended.
Yeah.
Every ex is still on my Facebook to this day. I promise you. And they can defriend me, and that's cool. But I gotta be honest. I've been searching my feelings. I don't give a shit. Listen, I wish everyone the best, right? Sometimes people come in your life, they leave your life, it's for a reason. Even if we broke up, I can look back finally and be like, look, Kiss, it didn't work out, but I still got love for you, something other. But if I'm gonna lie and say 2 months after I'm with a woman, I don't care. You a damn lie.
Yeah.
Stop freaking lying. Like, stop. You a liar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the natural progression. But in so terms of, I ate what shit. It's only so many places I eat. They're my favorites book for a reason. So for me to say I'm not going to eat here, right? And I promise you, when I see my ex doing well, right? I'm like, boom. Yeah. Last thing, I got on the show. Hey, Dawood. I was like, You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100. I'm like,
Here you are. Hi.
Listen. Did I defriend him? Was it like F you? You ain't wasn't checking for me before I got on the man? I ain't do none of that.
Right.
In my heart, I was like this.
Yeah.
I kept it to myself because if I really don't care, I gotta keep that to myself, right?
Right.
I was just noticing that, but to say you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't go here, that's not for me to say.
Absolutely.
I love you. Be well. Shit,
it's even
I'm
like
good.
recently, like
I'm Rashawn.
Like recently, I was alerted, right, by a certain person, like a certain friend that I know or whatever. Oh, go look at so and so's page and tell me what you see. So I'm like, okay, this is an ex of mine, right? Like one of my first whatever. So I go and I'm like, oh, he got married. So my whole thing was
congratulations,
right? So my whole thing was, what kind of reaction was I supposed to get from that? The only thing that I thought of was, person's married, but a couple of months ago you was just talking, hollering, and talking about having these deep conversations. Never not one time mentioned chick. Never not one time mentioned that the chick even existed. So that was kind of like, it didn't bother me, but it was kind of like, the hell.
Well, he going fix and trying to see if he can smash again. That's
Who knows? Who knows what it was? But the thing was, why do that? Why do men? Why do y'all do that?
Because
and that's not fair. I shouldn't say why do y'all, but you know what I mean.
Listen. Because
what is that?
Because if you give us the opportunity to have sex, we'll have sex. The end. Period.
But it's not even about having sex. It's about seeing if the potential of you two is still there, because it was always a thing like, oh, every time we get there's always love. But it's like, okay, but if you have somebody in your life that you getting ready to marry, what the hell's your point?
Before I get married, Kiss, I want to see if I can have sex with you one more time. Listen, it's that simple.
If I feel like I have to have sex with somebody, an ex of mine, one more time before I get married, I don't need to be getting married. That means I should be single and still be dating and doing whatever.
Men of garbage.
No doubt.
Okay.
Stupid as hell.
No doubt. Shout out to everybody leaving comments. Let's read some of the
Go
comments.
to sleep.
For real. Where we starting from?
Go to sleep. You stupid.
Okay, so DT said if you wake up thinking about your past relationship, then you won't be able to sleep on your new relationship.
Okay.
Got you. Phyllis Woodbury said, I'm so glad I wasn't beat about any of my exes. Wish you well. Peace. May the force be with you.
No
Absolutely.
That's
For real.
Absolutely.
Juanita said, I'm not cool with exes trying to stay important, but that makes them look desperate.
Yes, truly. I agree.
Julia said, I don't have time for the pettiness. Let me see what else. Dee Dee Graham said, my cousin hangs with my ex-husband, and I remain friends with my ex-family. Dang it. Hold on. Sorry, Daryl. I remain friends with... Okay, everybody keeps commenting, so it keeps jumping. I'm sorry, y'all.
Follow me, unfollow me, friend me, defriend me.
No
Dee Dee,
doubt.
okay,
I don't give a shit.
Damn it. Dee Dee said no. Gosh darn it. They should be able to remain friends with family. She said, my cousin hangs up with my ex-husband, and I remain friends with my ex-family. We don't discuss him, and we have kids. Shoot, Phyllis is related to my ex-husband. I'm not going to stop talking to her.
Right.
Laugh out loud.
Right, yeah.
D-Max said, I don't keep tabs on my exes, but we still on speaking terms and communicate from time to time.
Yeah, when you get married, it's different.
Yeah.
Like, the whole communication with the exes gets shut down. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real talk. If you happen to run into them or whatever like that, and y'all on good terms, hey, how you doing? Peace. All right.
I don't know, but I don't know. I think I was just one of the people that never bothered me. Like, I didn't care if the person that I was with still communicated with their ex, whatever. Because I feel like whatever you're going to do, you're going to do. And if you put your foot in your mouth or your penis somewhere where it don't belong, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say, oh, you can't talk to your ex or whatever, and be that girl. Like, that just shows insecurity. I've always been secure in myself and in my relationship. If you mess it up, that's on you. And that's my reason to walk away.
And just also know.
Not because I try to control who you speak to.
And just also know, there are people keeping tabs on you.
Of
They're
course.
looking at your Facebooks. They seeing your likes.
Of course.
This and that. Let's not be unrealistic. There are people that you don't really rock with that still. I don't do that, but I can't say somebody else not to.
And if you got listen,
of course,
listen,
enjoy. Yes, kids, enjoy the show.
If you know your ex, even if you're friends with your ex, right? Even after the breakup, y'all cool, y'all friends, right? And then you get with somebody else. But if you know your ex intentions is to get back with you, try to get back with you, they still carrying feelings for you or whatever like that, then you know you got to shut that down. You got to shut that communication down.
If that's not the energy you're looking for.
Yeah, because it's toxic for your new relationship.
You're right.
And that's what people don't realize. It's toxic for your new relationship. So you got to shut that down. Now, if you know,
unless you want to creep again,
if you know your ex is just like, look, I know we ain't good together to be together like that. Our relationship is over. It's done. I'm happy for you now.
You friends.
Glad to see you married. Blah blah blah. Cool, whatever like that. Then it's possible or whatever. But check this out. It was real talk. None of my exes is coming to chill in my crib or coming to the cookout or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? And damn sure none of her exes is coming to the cookout. And that's what I'm saying.
You're married.
Is coming to the cookout and the family functions or whatever like that. Unless like my wife, the person that she is, like my son's mother, like my wife says all the time, we have family cookouts or whatever like that, she like tell Kevin that that have his mom come over, tell Kevin and invite his mom and blah 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 blah, because there's no ill since I've talked to my son's mother in the time, she never said nothing ill about my wife because she know that would be disrespectful, and she know how I am, and I would shut it down, and we probably wouldn't have no communication.
Right.
And then my wife has never said anything about my son's mother. You know what I'm saying? Anything ill, like really ill about her or whatever like that. And then as my wife developed a relationship with my son, whatever like that, she's like, look, make him happy. I'm sure he'd be happy if not only he comes to the cookout, but he brings his mom or whatever.
As a man, if I'm involved with a woman at my age, she's going to have children. For me to feel some type of way about the father to her children, that's extremely immature. Now, if you come in with some reckless energy that I got to check as a man, and that's a man thing. But insofar as maturity goes, that's always going to be a part of you. That you listen, at one time you thought enough of one another to make a kid. That doesn't go away because your feelings go left and they go right. That's a bond that you can't break or cut. So as a mature grown-up, I don't do you. Because I feel like Kids said, I'm here now. And if you're going to go back, that's what you're going to do. Go now then. I'm not threatened by them. You know what I mean? I'm not threatened by your baby's mama is calling and your baby... Of course, it's school time. We gotta pay tuition. I gotta buy Nikes. So on the other hand, when I see a chick that catch feelings about that, it's gonna make me look at that chick askance like, yo, you want me to cut off my kids? Not my kids, but sometimes I gotta talk to the mother of my children. Get a grip.
Well, I want to know. Kaz just posted an interesting question.
Troublemaker Kaz. What's up, Kaz?
He said, would any of the panel get jealous if a friend got in a relationship with an ex?
Not jealous, but I would question our friendship. Yeah. And I real talk, like I would question. I'd be like, bruh, like all the chicks you could choose, you choose the one can go after. You would go after my ex because now it's gonna make me think that you've been wanting her all along.
Exactly, or you had her.
Or you had her. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna make me just question
make light bulbs go off.
The validity of our friendship.
No, I'm glad you put it like that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't so much be jealous. I wouldn't be jealous at all.
Probably in the friendship.
Yeah, but I would question the friendship. Like
I have never gone after a friend's ex, even when the ex pursued me and I was attracted to her. I grit my teeth like, I think you're the one that's gonna wait. I can't do it. And the chick got mad because, like Norm said, that's a clear man. I'm thinking like, yo, you always wanted her in the beginning. A clear man code violation. All the women out here right? You wanna do something like that. I would never do that. Like you said, Norm. It's happened to me. I mean, this chick, but I did. I was like, yo, you used to be with my boy. You're off limits. We could be cool. We could be this. Now, she crying after they broke up, knowing I was attracted to her. She shitting on my boy, rightfully or unrightfully. My feelings, I'm like, you know what, penis? No. No, I'm just keeping it 100. Like, yo, you used to be with my brother. That means that we're going to always be brother and sister. So if I got that code and you my boy, why are you going to try to do that? Because you was trying to angle on her. You was probably talking shit about me when we was in a relationship.
I would question that. I would question that. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got the type friends anyway. And shout out to that's just like me, you know, God forbid if I was a single man, you know, talking
don't make no damn sense
to Maria.
Trying to holler at Maria.
You know, something, you know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
You know, like
that's your sister, man. That's disgusting.
I would look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things you just don't do, man. I'm not that thirsty. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say your
Thirsty
name.
Jeffries.
I didn't mean to say your name.
Thirsty Jeffries. Thirsty Jeffries.
I'm not that thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Where
it's a code. It's a code.
Have to do that. Yeah, there is a code.
Jesus.
It's a code, bro.
Yeah.
And when it comes to men always trying to one up each other, and men do get jealous. And one of the ways they do that is be with the other person's ex.
Here's a sub question under that question.
Go ahead.
Once you're married, would you even care now if a friend talked to your ex? You're married. Like, I'm married.
No.
I'm off the playing field.
No.
I'm off the playing field.
But
now,
but in my mind, that conversation is going to go through my head, like, not for the ex, but Joker, where you coming from, partner? You know what I mean? No, I don't care. I'm looking at your character though, like, all right, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? That's that thought. So does that mean I care? I'm gonna look at you like, I would never verbalize it to you. I would never take action, but it would say, what's up with your character? So does that mean I care if I don't say nothing?
But now I'm at a point in my life now where it's like, I will hook you up with one of my exes. Like, so it was funny. I was the other day.
I would too, actually.
I'd be like,
I would too. Kiss, I would be like, this guy. If I thought it was somebody out there, yeah.
Yo,
my friends
are
lunatics,
my ex Tanya will be real good for each other.
Okay, I would do something.
Let me link them two up.
I'm the pappy.
No, real talk.
No, I would, yeah.
Now, because I really don't care right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm done, son.
Oh, okay. But last thing before we get off the air.
I'm done, son.
This is what I'm saying. Me and you been friends for 20 years, and I knew your ex and I knew your wife. It's not you. Me and you just cool now. What about if it's P? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? P know everything. I think it's different. Of course, you're free to hook me up with one of your exes, but your A Spoon Coon, that guy is now saying, yo, I want to go hook up with her. That's what I mean. Is there a difference in your mind?
Bro.
Is there a difference
you don't care.
Is there a difference between an ex or somebody you just smashed? Like, what if Wu got with somebody you just smashed, but it wasn't like an ex?
It was somebody we met at a bar or whatever like that, and
kiss,
and they
take it.
That's a different level to me. I mean, guys, I've seen that all the time. Like, you know, there's the one girl, you and your man, and you're sitting at the bar, right? So there's the one girl, y'all both saying, yo, she bad, and you just happen to go over there to rap. You send the drink over, whatever like that, and y'all rapping, whatever. And then you start messing with her. Y'all date or whatever. You mess with her for a little bit, whatever. You smash. Didn't work out. Y'all ain't seen each other. And then 2 years later, I run into this same broad or whatever like that. Now, that's a questionable one. That's the question.
Go ahead.
Would you even care?
Kiss, ask the question again.
Would you even care, though?
Is there a difference between your boy
Go ahead.
dealing with an ex as opposed to somebody that you just had sex with?
So that, you see what I'm saying?
We smashing. Yeah, I got you. We smashing somebody. I don't care.
You don't care?
No,
yeah, that I wouldn't care about.
I don't care. I really, because guess what? That person's gonna have sex with somebody after me. I'm not the last penis on the planet. It just so happened that my boy got some good taste of that and the third. I'm talking about, but before we close,
that's part of the game.
I want to make the distinction where me and my boy been friends for years. I knew my boy's ex. I knew his wife. This is how long we've been together before any of these women was on the plate. Now I'm saying you going after that chick, I think that's different than you having a right to F whoever you want. Of course, but why would you know me for 20 years, you know my wife for 10, why you want to sleep with her? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking like? That's not icky?
Yeah.
You don't care, Kiss? That's not icky to you? You don't care?
Yeah.
Like, why you want to, you know me for 20 years, you know my wife for 10. You want to screw her now? Like,
don't get mad, ladies. Y'all different, though. Y'all cut from a different cloth.
What you mean?
Y'all would taste that same piece of cake. Some of y'all. I've seen it. I've seen it with women, man. Like,
I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree.
A female, whatever's done with this particular dude, whatever like that.
Absolutely 1,000%.
And then she run into dude or whatever.
Let me tell you something, Jack.
Start talking or whatever and be like, Felicia, I need to tell you something. You know John, right?
Absolutely.
I know you guys haven't been together for a while.
Absolutely.
Me and Maxie, we went out for dinner and, you know. So we kind of like each other. Blah, 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 blah. I've seen that on so many.
So
levels,
have I.
bro.
And listen. You can take it how you want it. Sister could have sex with a joker in the day, morning, and in the evening, and neither one of the brothers will ever know. But they say we're dogs. They say we're incapable of compassion.
Janice.
Women do shit like that all the time.
Janice Maxine Brooks. Hey, Janice. Welcome to the show. Janice said, I think once the kids get a certain age, deal with the kids, not the ex. My husband, I'm sorry. My husband didn't
never had much to say to his
ex-wife. Kept a lot of peace in our relationship.
That's a smart man.
Yeah.
That's a smart man. That's a wise man.
Yeah, I agree. Demetrius said most real women, we keeps jumping.
Yeah, because they keep
jumping. I'm saying y'all doing it like that in Jersey.
Most real women and friends fully about my sister code, and I don't mess with nothing my sister. Don't F with hands down and hands off.
Phyllis said, no, I'm good. I don't break the girl code.
Okay, Phyllis says she don't break the girl code. And Janice Maxie saying now they are grown. He do not talk to her at all. As he shouldn't. As he shouldn't. So shout out to your husband. Good dude.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
No doubt. Well, I'm glad we can.
As long as your spider senses ain't going off, I don't give a damn. Do you?
Yeah,
Who cares?
We're going to have a part 2 to that, what Kaz brought up.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm just saying what Kaz and took it to a whole nother level.
Because he even asked another question saying, what if there was three relationships in between?
I don't understand that.
Kaz, what is you on, yo?
I don't understand.
Yo, Kaz, what you on, yo?
Relationships were in between.
Kaz, get your nasty ass out my face.
I'm leaving you alone, bro, right now.
Yeah, we can rock with that Monday, but
no doubt.
I'm not doing that.
But yo, shout out to everybody on the check-in today. Interesting show, man. We had a lot of different layers to this show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you lightened it up because it was getting pretty deep that first
with the
album.
double standards.
Yeah, that was pretty
standards
deep.
And the
Jesuits
and the Jesuits and all of that.
Yeah, I gotta read that oath though. I'm interested in that oath.
Oh,
the Jesuits oath. Yeah, look it up for mine. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, no doubt. We come back with it Monday, man.
But then we started talking about Strange, like we always do on Friday. So that's always a great conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. You notice Kiss never makes the Monday shows. Right.
Huh?
So I was going to say we'll all be back Monday, but she never makes
that.
Monday.
No, that is only because I've had things to do.
Call it from the 404.
You the
State
last
your name
call.
when you
What
call
it
it from.
is.
You the last call. What's up?
Yeah, since y'all put my name out there a couple times, I may take it to a third show.
You put your name out there, you nasty ass. Screwing your boys, screwing all your boys.
What I'm saying is this. What if it was 3 relationships in between when you broke up with the woman and then, they hook up?
Oh, I get you. There was some time. You saying there was a lot of time involved in whatever.
Right.
Yeah, like right now, like I told you before, I don't care.
Bang who you want. Give a shit.
Which one of my friends hook up with my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriends, whatever. I don't care right now. Like, I don't do it. If she dies, she dies.
No. If I was dating, wait. If I was dating, hold it. If I was dating Norm's ex-wife, I'd be like, yo, Norm, I want to talk to someone. I'm just telling you, me. I'd be like, yo, Norm, is it all right if I
Could I tell you something?
Go ahead. Jesus. I will come to you with it.
I ain't gonna put it out there, but one of my brother's friends actually hit me up and was like, hey, what's up, bro? Yo, your ex-wife, she hit me up on inbox, and we've been talking on the inbox, and I didn't know at the time, and then she came out and told me, she's like, I used to be Norm's wife, and blah, 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 so I just, I'm thinking about going out to dinner with her, I'm thinking, blah, 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 blah. I said, bruh, she likes to eat at. At Outback. She loves Outback. Take her to Outback. You'll really impress her.
But Kaz,
straight up, I do not care.
I got one more question.
I asked you if it's all right.
Well, really, a comment. Hey, sweetie. How you doing, sweetie?
Hi.
Good way to dodge that question when the guys ask you that question.
What question?
Which question was that one?
I forgot which one it was. But she
dodged something? I did?
She did dodge. I'm going to go back and look. Yes, she did dodge. She skated over it.
She did dodge because, Wu and the general asked you a question, and you was like,
all I know,
got quiet and the phone call came
might,
in.
Hold on.
This is that bullet.
Hold on. Kaz might, wait. Kaz might be right because Kiss did not black out today. If Kiss didn't black out, she dodged. Mm-hmm. There was something we asked
that's
that
not
you
true. I just gave you an answer. What did I do? I really dodged something? I wish y'all remember because I'll answer it.
Because me and Norm leaned in, like we got.
You ever know me dodging?
We got a phone call.
No, that was no.
Kaz.
That's right.
Kaz is the man.
Stop it.
That's right.
Kaz is the man cave troublemaker.
Stop it.
Yes.
Nope. You know what, Kaz?
He's
I got
the
you.
man cave troublemaker.
She turned, roll her eyes.
No, y'all asked me. I was getting ready to ask you a question.
My name is not Kaz no more. My name is Troublemaker. So when I call in, just say Troublemaker.
We will.
Yeah.
No, y'all was asking me the question first, but then you said say by the phone call. Then y'all started getting into it, and then you finally asked me, so I answered it. So to you.
Kaz,
thanks
for calling in, bro. All right, make sure you call back in with your troublemaking ass on Monday.
Please make Kiss black out.
One love.
I'll make sure I make it in.
One love, my good brother. Yeah, she always love. Kiss will hit me up always on the money the day before. Y'all got somebody that.
No, that's not true. I just been having things lately.
Ooh, I had a little bit too much to drink. I got a pounding headache. I'm like, okay, look, I don't even expect her to come in Mondays anymore.
Look at this side. Look at her. Looking over there.
That's crap.
Somebody pretty here?
Shut up. Yeah, not me. Shit.
No doubt.
I'm the pappy.
Look, everybody, we want to thank everybody for joining us on the Man Cave Morning Show.
I hate y'all.
I'm the pappy boss.
Está ahí la música, está ahí.
Yeah, no doubt.
Aquí,
we definitely coming back next week with some more heat. Trust me, we're coming back next week with some more heat.
Yes.
It's send us heat too. We'll take it.
If you are in the Jersey area, make sure you check out the play, man. Written, directed by Juanita, Caring Hearts
Thank you,
Town.
Juanita, and to be true.
It is called Final Deceit.
Yes.
Final Deceit, the stage play. Juanita, please put the link where they can get the tickets in the comment section. All right, it's Final Deceit, the stage play.
Yes.
All right, I would rather live a life alone than to live a life built on lies, deceit, and manipulation.
When is that?
And I'm gonna tell you when it is right now. It is November 10th and the 17th at the First Unitarian Society of Plainfield at 724 Park Avenue, Plainfield, New Jersey.
07060.
Tickets are $25 in advance. $30 at the door.
$35 for VIP meet and greet cast and light buffet.
For more information, contact
Juanita Caring Hearts
at 908.
Akisha's blind, so I don't see it. 986-8474.
Yes,
that number again is 908-986-8474.
Caring Hearts by Juanita LLC.
It's an awesome stage play. We're having a lot of fun with our rehearsals and all that good stuff, getting ready.
Final
you guys
Deceit,
are going to enjoy it.
The stage play.
Yes.
All right. I would rather live a life alone than to live a life built on lies, deceit, and manipulation.
That was your voice?
Yeah.
That was the best you could do?
Okay, I would rather live a life alone than to live a life of lies, deceit, and manipulation.
Come through, Miss Sophia.
All right. You already know what it is, man.
Miss Sophia.
Miss Sophia.
Did to me. I don't
I've been
used to
sat in that jail.
Sat in that jail. Sat in that jail. You told Hoppo to beat me.
Y'all all have a great weekend.
Yes.
Have a safe weekend. Have a blessed weekend.
Absolutely.
All right. And just remember this. This show is never about us.
Nunca.
It's always about you.
Siempre es.
Because you are the next best kept secret.
Say that in Spanish.
We'll see y'all Monday. Except Kiss. She's going to have some excuse.
I'm going to be here. No, I'm not.
Wakanda forever. Bang, 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 bang.
Peace.
She dodged.
Thank you, Barb.
She
Thanks
dodged.
for watching. Thank you, Denise.
Dodged.
I did not dodge.
Yes, she did.
No, I did not. I
She's
answered
too
it.
happy today. You have to make her angry. Like
okay, guys.
Yeah, I like it when I'm angry.
No, I like it when you're angry.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night. Good night, Paul.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night,
Paul.
Ma.
Good night, Ma.
Good night,
John.
Jed.
Good night, John. Michael John.
Good night, Rufus and Shaka.
I'm gonna buy me some green contacts. So when I start getting angry,
you can Hulk out.
David Banner on your asses.
Lord.
Watch.